The 1-5 Houston Texans are traveling to Arizona against the 6-0 Arizona Cardinals, going against former franchise holder himself, Golden Boy, J.J. Watt. And not only that, someone who might have a bigger score to settle with the Houston Texans, Deandre Hopkins. Now, before we break this game down, let's talk about our friend Simbo for a second. Let's go ahead and look at the teams that I own. I do own stocks in our Houston teams: Texans, Rockets, Astros. We can see here that the Texans, they're 1-5, haven't won a game. Obviously, their value is going to go down. But like I said, I'm playing the long game for the Houston Texans. I do expect them over the years to, to start to rebuild and win, and we will see this, just increase. As far as the Rockets, they are trending upwards, which is pretty interesting because they got blown out last night by the Timberwolves. But I fully expect this to be going up and down this season. The Houston Rockets, a young team that we all expect, not to be a contender, but maybe they're fighting for that 10th, 11th, 12th seed and maybe sneak into the playoffs. But after last night, pretty rough start for Coach Silas and crew. This one, the Houston Astros, is the one that's surprising. It is minus 6.28% right now. But after we beat the hell out of the Red Sox tomorrow, I do expect this to absolutely shoot up. And then whatever happens in the World Series, I expect this to show up as well. So this is the fun part about Symbol, guys, is that I could constantly just keep on checking my team, keep on checking where my stocks are. And let's just go ahead and maybe just buy another one. I'm going to keep on and just buy one more of the Houston Rockets. Let's just go out and do it. I actually believe in these boys. I do think they might make some noise. And let's see what they do, as the season goes on, as Jalen Green and Kevin Porter Jr. continue to progress. So, yeah, guys, we'll check back later in a couple of days to see, the value of these teams. I do expect the Astros and I do expect the Rockets to go up because there's so many games and, the Astros are in playoffs. The Texas one is going to be interesting to see. But if you guys want to go ahead and get in on Symbol, guys, if you want to get on the stock market of sports, feel free to type in, promo code 713, and then you will get a full refund up to $500 for the first 90 days. So if you lose money or decide, that this market isn't for you, we will refund the initial deposit up to $500. So, guys, it's no risk. It's high reward. Feel free to check it out, guys, at Symbol. Let me know, and let's continue with the video. So if you guys want to, go ahead and, be a part of that, like I said, the promo code is down below. Let me know if you do this, guys, and we can share tips all day, talk sports, and see our money grow because this is something that we love, and that is sports, guys. But Davis Mills is going to have a hard task. He's going into Arizona, a 6-0 football team, and the NFL is going to be watching this game. This might be one of the, the biggest viewed games this week because of Mr. J.J. Watt and DeAndre Hopkins playing against, the Houston Texans. There's been so much animosity from players who have left this team. And now you have two superstars who won you games, who took you to the playoffs, who at one point you were 24-0 on the Super Bowl champions Kansas City Chiefs until we shit the bed. They're going to be looking to have a good game. Now, let's talk about this Arizona Cardinals defense before we talk about this damn good offense. J.J. Watt, as good as the name is, he hasn't done really nothing all season. Just got his first sack last week against the Browns, and it wasn't really a sack that he got, if that makes sense. Baker Mayfield broke out the pocket. J.J. Watt just, detaches himself and gets Baker Mayfield. That was his first sack on the season. Has been playing a little bit better, though. But with the bright spot of this Arizona Cardinal defense is safety Buda Baker. One of the best in the NFL, a leader on the defensive side, and it's just going to be hard for the Houston Texans all around. They do have Jalen Phillips, the defensive end, who is a rookie. They do have Byron Murphy. They do have Isaiah Simmons, who I wanted the Houston Texans to try to get last year. Marcus Golden. This defense is absolutely stacked. And I think they also have the linebacker Collins, who I wanted the Houston Texans to take a look out in the draft. This defense is legit, guys. They could get to the quarterback. They could defend the pass. They do have very good linebackers. This might be a Super Bowl team. And then when you look at the fact that it's J.J. Watt's first game against the Houston Texans, all eyes are going to be on him. I can only wonder how much pressure is going to be on the Houston Texans offense. But then when you look at the Arizona Cardinals offense, you look at Kyler Murray, you look at DeAndre Hopkins, you look at James Conner, Christian Kirk, AJ Green, who's just reviving his career after being let go by Cincy. This offense is one of the deadliest in the NFL. These guys could score at will. All these wide receivers could get open. Kyler Murray, I think, might be the MVP of the NFL. Shout out to Kyler Murray, man, who didn't know if he wanted to play baseball or football, but I'm so happy that he's in the NFL. Kyler Murray is going to be a great quarterback in the NFL for the next up and coming years. This Arizona Cardinals team as a whole is that damn good. The offensive line is solid. There's no weaknesses for this Arizona Cardinals team. So it's going to be very hard for this 1-5 Houston Texans team to go out there and get a win. I really just hope that they don't get blown out, but the chances that happening is very high. They just got blown out against the Indianapolis Colts. What's going to come down to having a chance to stay with the Arizona Cardinals is if we could run the ball. The Houston Texans, if they want to sniff any chance, they need to keep the Arizona Cardinals' explosive offense on the bench. Do exactly what you did at Kansas City Chiefs 2 years ago, where they were blowing you out in the first half and you ended up coming back and they only played but 5 minutes in the second half of offense. That's the type of stuff that you have to do. Long drives, long sustaining drives. The Houston Texans last week led the whole game in time of possession. The only issue was they couldn't score. One of these wide receivers other than Brandon Cooks has to make some noise. And I hope it's Nico Collins. I feel like he might have a better day. Maybe get up to the 70, 80-yard mark. And that's huge. Because I said last week a wide receiver besides Brandon Cooks needs to step up. And it was Nico Collins. Now we're looking at Nico Collins one more time. And hey, man, Brandon Cooks is going to be, shadowed. He's going to be doubled. He is playing damn good this year. We're going to need someone besides him, to help exploit this defense, and it's going to be hard. Scotty Phillips might get some time in, and that's something that I am excited to see, right? I want to see what Davis Mills could do with the capable running back, because Scotty Phillips is the best runner of the group and maybe the best blocker. All the other running backs I've given up on. Mark Ingram, he's too old, not an RB1. Phillip Lindsay, disappointing. David Johnson shouldn't even be, on this team. Rex Burkhead, you don't use him enough, to keep Scotty Phillips on the bench. So hopefully Scotty Phillips gets some reps in. And then I want to see Davis Mills get better. Stop throwing those stupid interceptions. And that's it. That's all you have to do is don't turn the ball over Davis Mills. No one has a lot of expectations for you this game. We're not expecting for you guys to put up 25, 30-plus points. You're 1-5. No one is expecting the Houston Texans to win. The tank is on. Can you go 1-6? And then next week you got to go. You have to go against the Rams 1-7. Who knows what happens with Tyrod Taylor's there? But if the Houston Texans want to have a chance, the coaching staff has to do a phenomenal game plan. Do exactly what you did against the Indianapolis Colts. Get many of these wide receivers open. Hopefully, we have Danny Amendola back from injury. Get these tight ends involved. You do have Pharaoh Brown. You have Jordan Akins, who was very good at yards after the catch. Hopefully, Brevin Jordan is active. Hopefully, we get something going with him. The defensive side for the Houston Texans might be the hardest, because you're going against, like I said, a guy who could be the MVP in Kyler Murray. They have a damn good running back in James Conner, who maybe isn't putting up, the numbers he did with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but this dude is still damn good. And he looks like he's starting to come alive with 71 yards, last week against the Browns. And then you have the wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a guy who never dropped the ball. Who had a season where he had no drops, and then you traded him for a second-round pick and David Johnson. I don't know what's going to happen this game. I could see the Arizona Cardinals just smacking the Houston Texans. Then I could also see the Houston Texans doing something that no one thought and put up a fight. Which Houston Texans are we going to get? But let me know what you guys think. As always, guys, you guys have a blessed day.